Good morning, friends. Rebecca here with Books and Brew. I hope you all are staying warm. I have my fuzzy new sweatshirt, and I'm so excited that it is like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm wearing a blanket, so it's keeping me very cozy. I wanted to pop in here for a quick minute and tell you about two things. One, tomorrow on the Authors Allies podcast, I have the first author interview, and that is with Dr. Tracy Schroyer, PhD. She is absolutely amazing, one of the smartest women I've ever met. She's the author of two books and one of the first members, actually, she's the first member to join the Authors Allies Roundtable. And so I am interviewing her tomorrow on the podcast. Make sure that you check that out. She has a lot of great information to share. The second thing is that I wanted to share something funny with you about the podcast. My original goal was to take Books and Brew and make it into the Books and Brew podcast. So I did a little research and I thought that I had researched well enough. Turns out that not only are there a couple other versions of a Books and Brew podcast on Apple, I don't know if maybe I missed the Apple podcasts when I was doing my research or what, but there's a couple other versions of Books and Brew on there. And of course, those are referring to beer. But even funnier, and of course, Dr. Tracy saw this as well, was a podcast called Books, Brew, and Boobs. Clearly not a podcast that I wanted to be associated with. Hence, going ahead and making the official podcast, Authors Allies, which basically tells what we do anyway. So I think it's going to be a great name for the official podcast. But don't worry, we're still going to do Books and Brew here on my live page. So I'll be popping in every now and then to tell you what's going on and offer you some tips still. But tip of the day is make sure you do really good research before you name your book or your podcast or any product that you're doing. So, stay tuned to see what happens next. Make sure that you check out tomorrow's podcast. I'll drop links for Dr. Tracy's books in the notes after this in the comments section. But check out the podcast and let me know what you think. Have a great day, and we'll catch you next time on Books and Brew. Stay warm.